runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
Cut out the horseplay, Dad says. We are back here in the Hassle Castle for a beautiful Friday, everybody.
It's Friday.
It's cold outside, but it's warm in here, right, Leah Bombs?
It is. It's toasty.
And Jay's all super excited. The weekend's coming up. He's not going to miss a whole wrestling meet or nothing.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Tonight's big night. Bomber.
Yes.
We had on yesterday Mike from Cage Aggression.
Mikey G.
Yep, Sean the Exception West, the co-headliner. Co-main event was in yesterday as well. And tonight you take over helping out with the mic skills for the Cage Aggression, the two-night event down at the River Center. Tickets are still available for purchase at the door. And you can also watch on pay-per-view as well, Cage Aggression TV. It's at easy.net or .com. I don't know. It's one of those two. But...
yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm super, super excited. I get to interview each and every fighter. And then, the people on pay-per-view, when they have intermissions or short breaks in between, then they'll play those interviews for you. So I will be there with bells on.
Can you ask...
the questions are already decided, and I've already have them.
Well, I want you to ask Delph a question.
I can do that. Ryan I can do that.
All right, when it's Ryan, say T-Roy from Bettendorf.
Okay.
Wants to know who your favorite little pony is from My Little Pony, okay?
Okay.
I want to know.
I will ask him.
Is that a real conversation that you've had?
Yeah,
with
as far
him?
as you know.
Not his favorite Care Bear?
No. Favorite pony, My Little Pony.
Favorite pony. Okay, I will ask him. Who's your favorite pony?
Oh, it's Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie?
Yeah.
Oh. My daughter was obsessed with My Little Pony, and it was the blue sparkly one. I don't remember the name.
Rainbow Dash.
That's Rainbow. You can't tell he has a little girl.
Are you a brony?
He's got a little girl. This is
what do you
why
mean?
he's well-versed in this
men
stuff.
that like My Little Pony.
No, man. I
you
have to
furry?
pay attention because of me and Hazy, man. We watch My Little Pony together sometimes.
You and Mookie dress up
Is
as
there
My
good
Little
lessons
Pony?
to be learned there?
You never know. There's lessons about friendships and things.
Yeah.
And there's My Little Pony. And
You're a brony.
You're a brony. You watch Degrassi High, so that's worse.
Did.
It's way worse.
Back to what we were talking about, because I want everybody to know that if you want to come down, I think there are tickets still for sale. You go to if you don't have a chance to get down there, you can definitely buy it on pay-per-view. It's cageaggression.com or cageaggressiontv.com. I'm sorry. And then you can just stream it live in your own home.
Yeah,
that's right.
And see me on your TV. Hoorah!
Leah's on TV.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's different than that closed circuit camera that I put in her bathroom.
She might have to go.
I know about this.
Today. She said she has to go shopping, whatever.
I do have to go shopping.
Hot outfit or whatever else.
I got to wear some...
What, were you serious about the leather bustier? Because I don't think...
Yes, I do have a leather bustier. I think I'm going to wear that tonight on the interviews. Cage Aggression, that screams to me
I don't think they're
tough
gonna be
guy,
able to...
leather, fishnets kind of a thing, rather than my normal leggings and hoodie. I have to change it up a little bit. Do my hair.
Yeah, me at fishnets.
Yeah.
Do you think, though, that when they're on, and then let's just say the people that are watching at home and they've got their lady friend or whatever else, they're watching the group and they're like, ugh. Like, do you think automatically they're going to be like, oh, she dresses trashy? I don't know if it is trashy or not. It just sounds like, huh?
I hope they do.
Yeah, all right, I like where your head's
Oh, my
at.
God, Brian, look at her.
I hope they do.
Such a slut.
I can't believe she's wearing that. It's so gross.
Which
And then I'll just wink at him.
Yeah,
I'll just wink.
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
And then the guy will be like, well, I wish you would have wear that sometimes. It's like,
No, and now I'm a household name. Now it's over.
Or like the wife goes to bed and then all of a sudden they start pausing the show and rewinding it. Okay. I don't know. Just saying things could happen.
You never know.
Things get weird.
You never know. It's unprecedented times.
Yeah, Jay. Very unprecedented.
It's 2020. You never know what's going to happen.
I've heard.
You've heard?
Yeah, multiple times. Speaking of then,
I'm going to make him smile today.
We get some of those. There you go. We get some more updates when it comes to COVID. Indianapolis Colts had to shut down their facilities.
I just read on Twitter it was a false positive.
Yeah, it's false positive. Everything's back on.
I mean, what?
And the Patriots are...
By the way, if this is happening, if the real world had handled everything like the NFL, we would have more false positives than we would have real positives.
Well, they just talked
about that. It could really
that.
change the numbers.
Okay, so hold on, guys. Time out. Continue with your conversation, but I have some News on that.
Well, while you're looking that up
yes.
real quick, your boy JT did not click and paste, by the way. He wrote the article.
Did he really?
He wrote it himself.
All right.
What was the article about again? South Dakota's not doing well?
Yeah, just JT's a dick.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Just for the, you guys, I'm sure you saw in the news the increase number in positive cases in Illinois.
Yes.
Okay. If you're wondering why the number spiked, the state is now including antigen test results in the daily count.
What's an antigen?
So an antigen is somebody who has ever been sick from anything ever will test positive.
That can't be
No.
true.
Listen.
Okay.
This is from the actual website. The IDPH is including both molecular and antigen tests in the number of statewide total tests performed in Illinois. Previously, due to the limited number of antigen tests and limited information about antigen test accuracy, antigen tests were not included in the total number, which comprised less than 1% of total tests performed. Antigen tests like Binax Now, trademarked, are now becoming more readily available. Therefore, IDPH will include both molecular and antigen tests in its total number of tests starting on October 15th. Now, why you ask? Why? Because Pritzker's reissue of his disaster, his orders expires in 3 days. So now they're testing for other things other than just COVID to add to the positive testings, because his right to shut down the state expires in 3 days.
But this is the thing I don't get, Bomber, because this is a sports show, and that's pretty much.
But this has everything to do with sports.
No, you're not hearing me out. Okay,
sorry.
Back in August, he shut down sports of certain nature. He classified them. All right, this one's less likely to have. Mm-hmm. It's like golf, you could do. Right. All right, so basketball was in the category of you can have practice, but you can't, and you can scrimmage, but you can't go out and play other places, okay?
Right.
But AC was in yesterday, and he's like, no, they're playing up in Lombard, they're playing around here, and in this area, Chicago. And I said, but how? He shut everything down. Like,
when Cakered's on later, people aren't complying everywhere. But then he's being sued by multiple counties.
Somebody, did you mention that yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah, he's being sued.
He's getting sued huge.
All over the place. He's definitely.
I mean, the thing is, he's getting sued. The state has no money to pay even their bills.
But they just declared that they got like $500 million in marijuana sales.
Well, that's getting used up, kid.
Oh, it's gone. It's in his pocket. I mean, where's that going? Because we aren't seeing it, you know?
Well, it's going to the state is
the most corrupt state in the nation.
Bankrupt, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
You realize that when they balanced their budget, it all swung on the sale of a property in downtown Chicago. So if that thing, I want to say that thing was $500 million. So the marijuana sales made up for that. So maybe they have a balanced budget now.
No,
but I don't know if they had marijuana sales incorporated into their budget.
They're
never. Terrible.
They are the most corrupt politicians in Illinois.
And those are. I'm not like piping up stuff that was from like the.
No, I know what you're talking about.
You're
right.
It was a big study on the Illinois budget. It was huge. I read the whole thing. It was
crazy. There was missing funds. There was like $400 million have just gone missing, and they can't account for it.
What's that, Mike Madigan's husband? Hey,
yeah. The New England Patriots canceled practice Friday after one player tested positive for COVID-19, according to NFL Network's Mike Girardi. The Patriots, who encountered COVID-19 issues throughout the last 2 weeks, are awaiting confirmation on one other positive test, according also to ESPN's Mike Reese and Field Yates. New England's supposed to face Denver Broncos on Sunday in a game that was postponed from Week 5. Is it Sunday? I thought that was doubleheader. No, that's canceled.
Monday's doubleheader.
Monday's doubleheader. So now the Patriots have more problems. Patriots are also in my survivor pool this week. Indy would have been the other one, by the way. I was flirting with Indy, but I couldn't go. I couldn't go against Joe. I'm going to have to if there's not a game. I mean, they haven't kicked out. I should have till Sunday at noon. But I mean, hey, it's unprecedented times. I'm sure the commissioner. I'm sure I am allowed to change my. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to change my survivor pick.
You can say,
I would say I would change it to Miami this week if I was you.
Miami.
They're at home for the Jets.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely going to be played in the cards then. Going to have to be.
You got to take Miami eventually, bud.
Not necessarily, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it goes.
I hate divisional games though.
Why?
Because it's like they play each other twice a year and like, it's bound to happen.
They just took San Francisco and wiped their butt with them.
I understand that, not a divisional game.
I don't care. They did it at San Francisco. San Francisco is 10 times the team the Jets are.
No.
Yeah. No, not well.
They got quarterback problems there. Whatever else.
A lot of problems there. They have there's no iron sharpening iron there. It's like marshmallow on marshmallow.
That's okay. But it's in play if this happens. But I went with the Patriots right now, and then I hope that you're wrong and everyone takes the Dolphins because everyone's been riding on the Jets, and a lot of people lost last week with the Chiefs and the Raiders. So that
my cousin got engaged, by the way.
To
the Matt
Chapman?
Yep, they got engaged on her birthday.
Congratulations! He should be better than that. Second,
could have brought home a World
on
Series
the beach.
title.
Yep, it was adorable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, 4 false positives for the Indianapolis Colts. Which obviously, when I was going through it, I really believed I had a false positive. Now I didn't do as much.
I've had a false positive.
See, that's the thing. I maybe got through like 2 articles, and I was like, I'm fooling myself because the articles were like false positives are not that common. But it happened to Seth Ryan.
It's happening all over in the NFL.
Apparently, I know. The other time I saw it was Seth Ryan.
Doesn't that spike interest in how accurate these tests really are?
Not really, because I don't really know if it's really that common.
Let's call JT and see what he thinks.
Yeah. No, let's not.
Yeah. I'll make him cry in the radio.
High school playoff football started last night. A lot of places around this area had byes, but Durant played L&M last night. Next week, we will be streamlining the Muscatine-Bettendorf game, along with our friends from Muscatine community. They do a good job with their streaming down there. They actually called us and wanted to team up with us to do streamlining, and they'll still call their game. We'll call our version of it, but I'm happy to work with someone else who's like-minded when it comes to supporting student athletes and getting stuff out there. I appreciate when people see what we're doing and say, hey, I got a guy up in the Quad Cities, give him a call, and then I get to meet this guy and talk to him.
Sure.
And so we get to work together with another community, putting stuff together.
Jay's big time.
He's got a guy. I'm a guy. I'm someone's guy.
You are someone's guy. Hey, I got to give a shout out, by the way.
Oh, sure, yeah.
To my boy, Big Devin Mosier. He's off the ventilator and everything. He's doing well.
Yay!
Yeah, a.k.a. Bob over there.
Bob?
I understand that he was holding out for another sponge bath, though.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
Those nurses.
I hear those nurses are pretty hot over there.
Hey, yo. Hello,
Anyway,
nurse.
Devin, get better, buddy. Glad to hear you're on the mend, and I hope you're listening, and I hope I made you laugh, and now you can't breathe.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I mean, just for a second.
Just for a second.
Yeah.
Just for a second.
Yesterday, the Atlanta Braves beat the Dodgers 10-2, which is one of my better dad jokes, by the way.
10-2?
Yeah, when Soph says what time is it, I always say 10-2. She says 10 to what? And I said 10 to your business.
Oh, my God.
You don't know.
Having you as a dad would be so fun.
Dad joke. Just a hair past a freckle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
I used to do that in elementary
Atlanta
school.
leads the series 3-1. The Houston Astros beat the Rays in a walk-off by Carlos Correa.
So what's that at?
3-2.
Oh, man.
3-2. So today we have 2 games. 5:07 first pitch. Houston at Tampa Bay. Blake Snell on the mound for them, for the Tampa Bay. Valdez on the mound for Houston. The Dodgers are going to have Dustin May throw. That's going to be an 8:08 first pitch tonight. Atlanta is to be determined.
Isn't he the dude that make the crybaby face to somebody?
No.
Oh, I thought that was him.
Happy 30. Happy 30. Jeez, I can't believe I would do that. My apologies. Happy 28th birthday to Bryce Harper.
Love you, Bryce.
I didn't know it was his birthday, man.
You would have sent him something?
I would have, yeah. Maybe I'll send him a tweet later.
And this is the guy that makes fun of me for knowing the names of My Little Ponies.
What? No.
You have an excuse, though. You have a little girl.
Just saying.
Saturday, we've got football games all over the place. Highlighted, of course, by the night games at 7 o'clock kickoff. Number 3, Georgia at number 2, Alabama. Nick Saban not allowed to coach via Zoom. So I think it's going to be Sarkisian's going to take over there, the defensive coordinator.
That dude tried to T-Roy the hell out of it, didn't
he? He really did. That was just I really believe he thought when he was asking for permission to Zoom it, he thought he was going to get it. Like that, there's just no way.
You just thought that I sent him a book on how to T-Roy it?
Hey, I see all these things on here, but I don't see that it says Zoom, that I can't use video equipment to do this. It doesn't specifically say Zoom in the rules. And I'm sure at SEC right away was like, no, you can't do this. He's like, fine, I'll go to the NCAA. Hey, NCAA, I didn't see specifically Zoom in here. I know it says video camera equipment and smartphones and tablets cannot be used to videotape anything or have live footage, but it doesn't specifically say Zoom. And they're like, no, coach, it still counts as you can't do it. So he's going to have to watch from home.
I don't think he's very happy.
I guarantee he's
What if he sends that Affleck duck to coach for him?
Hey, whatever. I don't know. The way Georgia plays against
Affleck guy, he should be using an Affleck.
The way Georgia plays against Alabama, I wouldn't be too much to do. Number 4, Notre Dame will play against Louisville this week. Oklahoma State Baylor is going to play this week. Texas A&M on the road at Mississippi State.
Baylor's mascot is they're known as the Baylor Blanks.
Oh, we could do this for a while.
The Baylor Blanks.
Are you kidding right now?
No.
No.
Why? What is it?
I'm asking you a question.
Can
we have the music?
I was like, Baylor Blanks? What are you talking about?
We need the, you know what music I'm looking for.
That?
Baylor Blowhards.
Oh.
No. Guess again.
Baylor Buffaloes.
Close.
Really? Baylor Beavers.
Close.
Dang. I'm not good at this.
You get the first letter and the last letter right.
And which one?
You had the first
Buffaloes.
2 letters right and the last letter right.
Oh.
And the next to last letter right.
Okay, and I said like 3 things. So which
You got to on the second one on the beaver. You got to take 1 letter out of beaver to get it right.
Beagles.
I said take 1 letter out.
Okay, well I can't right now.
You can't take 1 letter out of beaver.
The Baylor Bears.
Hey!
All right, let's
There's
play
our
again.
Leah.
Clemson what?
All right, Leah, Clemson. I'll give
Tigers.
You all right. Okay.
Go on. You want to pick one?
Yep.
Okay.
The South Carolina.
South Carolina. Does it start with an S?
No, it's got a bird.
South Carolina. I don't know. Cardinals.
No.
South Carolina.
Louisville.
Redhawks.
Ooh, it rhymes with that.
Wow.
South Carolina.
Interesting.
Yes.
Seahawks. No?
No.
Redhawks. I could go. Okay, we could take this to a different direction.
It's the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Oh, why would I not know that?
Yeah,
That's why I gave it to you.
That's what I'd name my team.
I know you would.
Do you know what's Florida?
Florida.
Gators.
All right.
Florida State.
Cyclones.
No, Florida State. There's a reason I'm giving this one too.
Florida State. Give me a hint.
What do you call a guy in the Navy?
Sailor.
No. Another name for him.
Gay.
No, come on.
That's a joke.
Why are you trying to do? Sounds like? Get to it?
Yeah.
Seaman.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Seminoles.
Okay, I knew that. I knew that.
No, he didn't.
I did. I mean, I don't remember.
All right,
But
Alabama?
Alabama.
The Alabama. I know this. Bama. Everybody calls them Bama.
It's pretty good.
Come on.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah.
Crimson Tide.
Alabama.
The Crimson Tide.
Okay.
All right, what about the Miami?
Yeah, University of Miami.
University.
The U.
I'll give you a hint. Rocky like.
It's a U and it's
Miami.
orange and green, right?
Miami Rocky like.
Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricanes.
I feel like we could do this now. Okay, what are the school colors?
All right.
I can name the colors better than I could do the names.
Do you know the Big Ten? What's Wisconsin?
Red.
No, not the colors.
Oh.
Their mascot.
Badgers.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Oh God, my brother-in-law played for them. I should know this. Oh.
Give you a hint. It's golden.
I don't remember.
Golden Gophers.
Gophers. The Gophers.
All right, Nebraska.
Sorry, Chris. Nebraska.
Yeah.
They wear hats. It's the hat. Was that guy? Right? The Huskies. Am I right?
No, but close.
No.
The guy in the hat, right? Am I right about that?
Well, that's your mascot.
Okay, but that's good that I got that part.
It's close. It's Cornhuskers.
Cornhuskers. I knew.
All right. This one you better get. Illinois.
Illini, Fighting Illini.
All right. Michigan.
Wolverines.
Michigan State.
Oh. Blue and gold.
No, that's Michigan, you dingy.
Okay. I don't remember.
It's the Spartans.
Spartans. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have got that
What
one.
about Purdue?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Purdue.
It's a drink. Right, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Purdue.
I'll even tell you what the drink is. It consists of a glass of beer, and you drop a shot of whiskey in it.
I have no idea.
Boilermaker.
Oh, I didn't even know that drink.
Oh, that was fun. Do a little. Hey, when we come back from break, we get to do a word association because we have our win cash codes for Friday this week. So, we got to take a look at that. But yeah, that was fun. You did a good job.
Oh.
You know your Midwest schools, and that's all you need to know. Really,
that's right.
That's the most important thing. But yeah, we do have to take our break.
Wait a minute, what? Iowa.
Hawkeye, get out of here.
Get out of here, she says. With that, she doesn't want to.
She's like, I'm not falling for your banana in the tailpipe.
Right. She doesn't want to listen to that.
Are we going to break?
Yeah, we're going to go to break.
Do you want me to read one?
I would like that, yeah.
No, is that what you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just double checking.
It's always good to double check.
All right, Quad Cities, they've been serving you since 1934 with all the value and restaurant equipment that you ever would need, and that is right. I'm talking about Tri-City Equipment, Leah.
Yes.
They have competitive prices and full service on your equipment, your kitchen cookware, refrigeration, you name it. Remember, sales are guaranteed, including 30 days on labor and 90 days on parts. Whether you're looking to cater an event or just some specific items for your home chef. Check out Tri-City Equipment online at tricityequipment.com or stop into their newly remodeled 2,400 square foot showroom with 1,600 items in stock at 527 West 4th Street in Davenport. Remember, Leah, they do deliver to all Quad City residents.
I knew that, yeah.
And they match online pricing.
That's amazing.
So there's no excuse not to buy local here.
Not at all. If they match your prices, then that's just game over.
That's exactly it.
That's right.
Boom. Take advantage of it. Give them a call, 563-322-5382. They'll answer any questions you may have. The showroom hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. And once again, that's Tri-City Equipment located at 527 West 4th Street in Denver.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Adam Rosso from Hawkeye Headquarters, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Which stage of life are you in?
I'm shopping for a new house and can't believe I'm a grown-up stage.
How on earth do people afford college stage?
Or
I never have to think about work again stage.
No matter which stage of life you're in, First Midwest Bank has the knowledge and experience to help you. Visit firstmidwest.com/everystage. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, momentum for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Janae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward towards the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
How much will you save at the JCPenney Mystery Sale? You could get an extra 30, 40, or even 50% off Peel and Reveal coupon while they last during our in-store giveaway Thursday to Sunday. Rather shop online? Get an extra 30% off at jcp.com and shop all you want all 4 days. It's the perfect way to update your closet or your home just in time for fall. Surprise, there's always more ways to save. JCPenney. Offers valid 10/15 to 10/18. Giveaway in-store only while supplies last. Must be 18 or older. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The Max Kellerman Show.
Kendrick Perkins.
Max, you argued me down on First Take about how good of a player Chris Middleton was.
No, I didn't.
And I told you. Yes, you did. And I told you that he wasn't that type of guy, right? But he did play. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
I argued for Chris Middleton. No, I said Chris Middleton should be at best the third best player on a championship team. You need another dude who can go get his own shot and do it on a higher level than Middleton if you want to pair him with Giannis to win a championship. I never said anything different than that. I wasn't thinking the Bucks were going to win a title this year.
So did you have the Bucks coming out of the East?
Yep. I sure did. Shut up, Perk. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
The Max Kellerman Show. Weekdays at 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
At Casey's, we're here for our community, here for neighbors and friends, for supporting one another, and for making every day a little brighter. Make your day a little brighter with delicious pizza from Casey's, made just the way you like it, with fresh ingredients and baked right in our store. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off when you use code BOGO. That's promo code BOGO. Casey's, here for easy dinner, here for good. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
The #1 men's testosterone clinic, Limitless Male Medical, is now open in Bettendorf. There's a long list of symptoms that signal low testosterone. What we hear most, I just don't feel right. Men over 30, get your testosterone checked. It's easy at Limitless Male and may be covered by insurance. If you have sleep problems, irritable, depressed, weight gain, no motivation, loss of muscle mass, these are signs of low testosterone and we can help. Request your appointment online at limitlessmale.com.
If Teresa Greenfield and the Democrats take over, the following will take effect. $4 trillion in job-killing taxes, government takeover of healthcare, packing the courts, dismantling police departments, surrender to the mob, surrender to China, and a march toward socialism. Teresa Greenfield and the left, they'll tear this country apart. Stop the liberal takeover. Vote Joni Ernst.
Paid for by Iowa Values Action, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.iowavaluesaction.com.
Follow us on Facebook for the latest sports news and join the conversation. This is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Oh boy, we are back, everybody. Thanks for listening to Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170.
Yeah, I sweat if I get into something.
I'm just telling you. I think
we were just discussing sermons.
Yeah,
I think we should
Church
record
versus
the show off the air.
Bible verses.
It always be a dream of mine to do that. One of my favorite things that we did they used to do the Tony Kornheiser show
behind the scenes.
Yeah, when they went to break, this was before ESPN realized that they could make money off of it. ESPN.com. No, but this was on. Yeah, anyway.
Don't you think my podcast would pretty much be that?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, of course.
All week long, we've been giving away the chance to win $1,000. As a matter of fact,
okay.
Does anybody won that we know?
We give that. The other I know. No, not that we know of. Kick 104.9 just had a winner the other day, and from our area, we've had two from our area.
It'd be awesome if we could say make pay dirt with Cater.
Hit pay dirt with Cater. I gotta remember to answer the phone more like that with that anymore. But yes, I know we've had two listeners in the Quad Cities area win from this. All right, so twice a day, we're giving away $1,000, and then every time you enter, it enters you in to win the $10,000 grand prize. So I give you the cash code words. You write them down. You go to the ESPN 1170 AM app. Scroll down about halfway where it says win cash. Read that through. Hit the button that says enter cash codes. Every time you enter one of these words, you're entered to win. Some places like to give two at a time, one at a time. I just give you the whole shebang because we play word association. So here's your words for Friday, October 16th, Bryce Harper's birthday.
Oh, good Lord.
Here's a good one to start with, too.
There we go.
First word is cake.
Icing.
Ert.
Yeah, cake, Kurt. I like it.
Oh,
hey, I did it.
C-A-K-E, cake. Like, have some birthday cake, Bryce.
Love you like a fat kid loves cake.
There you go. Number 2, the word is pizza.
Pie.
Pizza's got me right there.
Pizza face.
Pizza the Hut. Pizza. P-I-Z-Z-A. Like, I go to Happy Joe's Pizza for my birthday party.
Pizza's
or a
gross.
birthday party that was hosted by Bryce Harper.
Oh, God.
All right, keep going.
Really good advance.
Number 3. Toast.
Cinnamon.
Troy's toast.
Uh-oh.
Toast. Toast. Raise your glass for a toast to Bryce Harper's birthday.
Oh, my. This is it. It's going to be the theme the whole time.
Good Lord. It's going to make me throw up.
Number 4. Ball. B-A. What?
Taut.
Ball. Taut.
Ball to the chin.
B-A-L-L. My favorite baseball player is Bryce Harper.
Well, he's really loving it today, isn't he?
Yeah.
It all just kind of works together, these words.
He's got Bryce's
5.
ball to the chin.
Coffee.
Grounds.
Oh, life.
C-O-F-F-E-E.
Can't do anything with Harper on that.
Nah.
What? I had something in my head, but the next words just don't really work anymore, so I'm done with that. Number 6. Milk.
Boobs.
Oh, mama.
M-I-L-K. 7. Sugar.
Kisses.
Daddy.
S-U-G-A-R. Number 8. Cherry.
Not Leah.
What? 20 years old.
C-H-R-R-Y.
She gone.
Number 9. Fruit.
Bat.
Oh, my gosh.
F-R-U-I-T.
Cocktail.
There you go. And finally, the final word for our cash codes for October 16th. Celery.
Sucks.
You burn more calories eating it than you do consuming it.
That's what they say. C-E-L-E-R-Y. I like celery salt, and oddly enough, the only time I really ever eat celery is at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I like it. With cheese on it? No?
I don't mind it with cream cheese.
Yeah.
That'd be if I'm having it at home or whatever else. But
little spices. It's got to be cold, though. It can't even be room temperature. It's disgusting.
Celery's disgusting.
It gets limp and useless.
All right, we got our pick 6 to do this week and my extreme predictions for the NFL Week 6.
We got a lot to do.
What direction would you like to go first?
I think we do our pick 6.
All right.
I have them all laid out. I'm so excited.
Really excited about our pick 6s this week. Okay, so.
Working hard on it when I got here.
Last week, what was I? 3-3?
Last week, yes. 3-3, 3-3. Poor Bombs was 0-6.
You listen to me. I cost you juice. I cost you juice
surprised.
last week. Give us game 1 of our pick 6.
Game 1, Jay Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Cleveland at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh favored by 3.5. Leah Baum, what do you got?
I'm going to go with Cleveland.
The Bomb went with Cleveland.
Yeah. I like their mayor. Their governor. Yeah, I like the
Jay
governor.
Bird Foster.
I like governor.
Cleveland at Pitt favored by 3.5. What have you?
I've got the Steelers here. Cleveland, I think, is the soft 4-1, and the argument could be the Bears, but it's soft enough that 3.5 and the Steelers look legit. They were further ahead in this game against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles made a game of it late, but the score, the Pittsburgh still ended up covering the spread in that game. So I like the Steelers at home in the divisional game.
I'm with you 100%.
Okay.
No, hell yeah.
Now.
All right. The next game on the docket.
Uh-huh.
The Chicago Bears at Carolina.
Bears.
Carolina minus 2.5.
Bears are going to cover.
Leah says the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Bird says the Bears.
Yep.
And I'll take Carolina.
Why did you point to it that time rather than say it?
No, I wanted to make sure because I know I've flip-flopped on this game a lot this week, so I wanted to go back and see when we picked straight up what I liked or whatever.
Okay.
So I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to get too crazy where like Wednesday I say something and Friday I come back and like, oh, I read this and that when I didn't. I want to stay a little consistent, so.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right. Green Bay at Tampa Bay. The Battle of the Bay of Pigs again.
Mm-hmm. The Bay City Rollers are doing the halftime show.
Uh-huh. Saturday night.
That's
it's
right.
-2, Green Bay. They are a road favorite.
It's actually moved to -1 now.
Well, I got it at -2. So
okay, is that what you looked up today, or is that?
Yeah,
from,
I looked it up. Yeah, this morning.
Huh. Still, Green Bay's favorite on the road. Yeah, go on.
I'm gonna go with Tampa.
I also am gonna go with Tommy, terrific, in the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Nope. Green Bay. Green Bay's going to be up by double digits in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's got this as a bold prediction.
Oh, is it? Okay.
All right. Another road favorite. The Rams at the 49ers. The old Rammies, -3.5. Huge game.
Yeah.
If the Rams win this, I would almost have to say that San Fran's playoff hopes are quickly diminishing. That would be 2 home losses to divisional foes already in a short season.
I'm going to go with LA.
The bomb takes the Rams, Bird.
I do. I can't vote for Pelosi's district. I'm sorry. In anything.
Oh.
Going into the season and coming into week 6, I had the Rams at 3-2, a loss to Buffalo and a loss at Dallas first week. So I'm not too far off there because outside of a fake.
Well, it wasn't at Dallas, it was at
at home, either way. So I'm not too far off there. San Francisco has been banged up, of course. This is their 3rd home game in a row. Man,
and they've lost it for
they can't lose all 3. I'm taking because in the beginning of the season, and I know I'm allowed to flip flop or whatever else, but East Coast West Coast trip. I'm taking San Francisco. I'm taking the home dog here.
I'm a Jaybird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm taking the home.
This is a must-win for San Francisco.
Yeah. Let's see. The Rams are looking at. They host the Bears next week. So they're probably. They're not looking past them at all. San Fran, on the other hand, travels to New England. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So New England.
All right.
This
This next game.
For them.
The next 2 games are Monday nighters, Jay.
The doubleheader.
There wasn't a lot of great games, and I don't think necessarily that Arizona Dallas is great, but either way.
What's better than a 1-header?
2-hitter.
A doubleheader.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs coming off a loss at Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Buffalo could have Le'Veon come game time. Lee, I already know who you're going to take. I'll just mark down Kansas City real quick.
That's right.
But it is Kansas City -3, Jay. What do you think, huh? What do you think there, LT? Think a guy like that can make it? Uh-huh. Precisely what I was thinking.
Kansas. I got Kansas City here. I've got Kansas City winning this game.
I think Buffalo pulls off the upset.
Man. Troy.
Sorry.
Killing me, Small.
All right. Yeah, what's going on with the Bills? They were easily a top 4 fantasy defense going in, but they give up the most points to. They give the 5th most points to a quarterback, and
why would they name their team after a villain in a horror flick?
I don't think it is
yes, they did. Let me have this. They named him after Buffalo
Bill. I can't
Bill.
let you have that because it's not true.
Travis Kelce's going to go off in this game too.
Or gets the hose again.
Yeah, I got Kansas City here.
All right. Last but not least, even though they play in the NFC least, the Cowboys are hosting the Arizona Cardinals with their Arizona Raider. What is it?
Air Raid Zona offense.
Yeah, air raid crap offense. Anyway, Arizona is favored by 2.5. Leah Baum, what do you got?
I'm going to go with the Cowboys for my boy Troy.
Aw, what a good friend.
Because I don't know what I'm talking about. So
Jay.
Loyalty over knowledge.
Give me that line again real quick.
-2.5.
Ooh. I got Arizona covering it.
Look at what he did. See how loyal I was and how he wasn't? Did you see how that worked?
Yeah, we're trying to bet with our money, though.
Oh, I don't have any of that stuff.
Well, I also have to segue into my extreme predictions for week 6.
Oh, you can't contradict yourself.
Yeah, I got to
I just don't know.
Stay steady.
Check my notes, everything.
Keep it steady.
I just
keep it
don't
tight.
know. I should go with Arizona here. But my heart, those players really have me motivated that they're going to play for Dak. So
I just have a
I'm
good
gonna
feeling.
take Dallas.
Thank you. I think Dallas is going to pull through this time. It's going to happen.
We'll see.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it for Dak. Yep. Everybody's rallying.
And then my point afterwards is going to be, you guys couldn't play like that before he got hurt? Thanks a lot.
You will too. You'll say exactly
I will too. I'm like, hey, maybe next time.
Well, I've got some extreme predictions that I'd like to share with you about week 6 when we come back from break.
Okay.
So you'll see that why some of my picks are the way they are, and why I think also the air raid Zona offense is going to. It's not. It goes with a story, a narrative of what I want to do for my extreme picks. So it's not maybe I 100% believe it, but I could see it happening. I'm really selling it now. Go ahead.
All right. Well, Done Right TV and Security Solutions is proud to be your Dish premier local retailer. Use Dish's voice remote. Remote to search live TV. Troy, it's your fault that I stumbled over that line there, buddy.
That's okay.
Over 80,000 on-demand titles, Netflix at the same time. Done Right has all the products you need to turn your home into a smart home. Not only do they have state-of-the-art products, they even have their own installation experts for TV mounts, wireless networks, home theater, security systems, and more. Call 866-84-RIGHT today to get the package that is right for you. Netflix streaming membership required. Voice remote requires internet-connected hopper, but restrictions do apply. Once again, that is Done Right TV and Security Solutions at 866-84-RIGHT.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Coach A.C. Earl. Don't hassle us, we're local.
Quality craftsmanship, attention to detail, and reliability. These are just a few of the things you will see when you transform your kitchen or bathroom with All-Star Home Services. Mike and his team have over 2 decades of experience remodeling kitchen and baths, and yours could be next. With financing available and $500 off your complete kitchen or bath project for a limited time. Call All-Star Home Services now. All-Star Home Services, 563-299-3786. Or visit all-starhomeservices.com.
Janae and Golick Jr.
Janae, through all of, Russell Wilson, we know he's a lot, from Mr. Unlimited to the weird video announcing his contract staying in Seattle, the bubble water, his bad dance moves behind Sierra's music videos. Through all of it, he's still winning. I would trust him and Tyler Lockett with my PIN number, with any amount of money that I needed in my life. These guys are the surest bet in pro sports right now, and it's nice. We always like to say give people flowers while they can still smell them. Russell Wilson has been this quarterback. This is not a new version of him as far as I'm concerned, but it's a new version of this team putting its offense in his hands. He's getting all of the conversation around him and his ability that he's richly deserved for a while. And so in the interest of giving people their flowers, I'm really happy to see this on a fundamental level for a guy who's been playing this kind of ball and been meeting this kind to his team.
Janae and Golick Jr. 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free, up to $500, only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Janae and Golick Jr.
The NCAA is still in its old bag of tricks, and we've heard the president, Mark Emmert, say that a bubble is possible for some of the tournaments coming up, looking down the line to March Madness, and it's what makes more farcical the idea that the NCAA or any of the powers in the world of college athletics can look and tell us they're doing as much as they can for what we're about to see in college football. I was on the call for the first college football game this season as Central Arkansas and Austin Peay played, and while everyone involved did what they could, we know ultimately the powers in college sports are preventing the bubbling of athletes because they know what admitting that comes with. And so when they try and sell me that they're doing everything they can, I unfortunately can't believe it, because they're already telling us and telling on themselves as they look forward towards the spring that the bubble might not only happen, but it is going to come with plenty of apparel you can buy, all in support of amateurism.
Shanae and Gola Jr., 306 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Introducing First Midwest Bank's newest branch, your home. With our online banking and mobile app, it's easier than ever to make a deposit from the dining room, pay bills from the patio, or get alerts in the loft. The convenience of First Midwest Bank, right from your own home. Visit firstmidwest.com/convenient to get started today. First Midwest Bank, momentum for life. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Circle Tap in Davenport is your place to catch all the action this football season. Enjoy $2 cans for every Iowa and Iowa State game, and watch every NFL game with the NFL Sunday Ticket on one of their 16 flat-screen TVs. Get $2 domestic cans and $6 pulled pork sandwiches and fries every Sunday. Book your holiday party now and enjoy the heated patio for your next event. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all season long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
Follow us on Facebook at ESPN 1170 AM. We are the Quad Cities Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Don't Hassle So Local, AM 1170 on the KBOB.
Bad news.
Uh-oh. What?
I had to get rid of one of my extreme picks for the week.
Why?
Because Le'Veon Bell can't play for Kansas City this week.
Why not?
He's got to wait 7 days negative COVID tests.
Oh, God.
Did he sign with the Chiefs?
Yeah.
He
signed
did?
Tuesday night, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know it was official.
Yeah. No, he signed Tuesday night. Well,
Yeah, it was on
Tuesday night?
Yeah, like we were sleeping. Or
No,
he
it was on the
Wednesday
NFL
night.
website.
Yeah, he was released on Tuesday, and then, he signed with them Wednesday night then? Yeah, Tuesday was released.
I never heard. So yesterday he had already signed with them, and we didn't talk about it.
I guess
Jason,
not.
now he won't.
I guess we didn't.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I guess we didn't know. I don't know why I wouldn't do it, but I just read that I don't want that player update. Just give me the player up there.
Le'Veon Bell is a Chief.
Yeah,
a Chief.
Well, that's going to help.
Well, I guess it was yesterday, but I knew it happened before the show.
It's going to be quite pleasurable.
It was on the.
He won't be eligible to play until at least week 7, as he needs 6 straight days of negative tests for COVID-19 before practicing, since he's joining a new team.
How does that work with all the fake positives, though?
That's why they test every single day.
Oh, that's good.
So
makes
every
sense.
single day?
Not at all.
Every single day,
even if they're not in the facility.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. These might be fake positives, but let's just keep doing them.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
LaMichael, if you're looking for anybody out in for your fantasy, and if you want a Jet, LaMichael Piran is going to be get a bigger role for the Jets if you're looking to pick up anything.
What's his last name? Peon?
Piran, but it's spelled P-E-R-I-N-E.
Did you say peon?
Piran.
That's like an insult my grandpa used to use.
Oh, yeah.
You peon.
You peons.
Put some Windex on it, you'll be fine.
So I've only got 4 as of right now, but this brain's always working.
Yeah,
for an extreme prediction.
I can vouch for that, yep.
Nothing came up on the jog today, and I'll tell you why. I wasn't really focused on a football podcast where I was thinking of things. I was listening to the recap of the Big Brother last night.
Oh, what happened?
Did you see The Bachelor?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay.
Was it
All right, what's going on?
I was going to tag you in it, but I was like, you know what? I don't even want to be associated with this whole shenanigans.
What's up with my girl?
Christmas survived the block. Memphis went home on a 2-0 vote.
What are these names? Memphis, Christmas.
Yeah.
Memphis
is there a Hanukkah?
Enzo, Cody,
Memphis Reigns.
Is there a Halloween?
So I don't know yet who won HOH.
Labor Day. Labor Day is my favorite character.
They to be like mean to Christmas. They started calling her like Labor Day and Arbor Day behind her back.
I'm a mean girl. I'm a bully.
Yeah.
Look. See, my true colors come out.
That's a terrible move.
Well,
She's gonna win now.
Anyway, Christmas is not.
I think naming your kid Christmas is sacrilegious.
Cody and Nicole's gonna win this.
Super sacrilegious. This is bad luck.
Cody and Nicole are gonna win.
Yeah, Cody or Nicole will win. She named her son Loyal.
I'm surprised it's not Easter.
Yeah. He's got a daughter he named Easter. She was born on a Tuesday night. It's a great line. It is a really good line in the song. I'm sorry. It's a head scratcher. And you're like, oh, good for Sheryl Crow. That reminds me of Cedar Falls.
Rose, 3 days.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, that's not the point.
All right, who's still left on the show?
Yeah, it is. Tuesday, Rose, and Friday.
Enzo, Cody, Nicole, and Christmas. And I don't know who won HOH. Usually, if I listen to the podcast, they'll give spoilers later because it went off the air.
Enzo, Cody, Nicole, and Christmas.
I'm positive also the host, Julie Chen Moonves, has been drunk the entire season.
I don't blame her.
I am positive.
It would be awful to be the host of that show.
She's done it for 22 seasons.
She's sick of it, man. I don't blame her.
And then guess what they did? They finally released last night.
What?
Their taxes.
No.
Oh, that was somebody else.
We're looking for new contestants for Big Brother.
Jay, do you want to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I know.
You know I tried out for this, right? Once?
Yes, I tried out for The Real World.
Yeah, I did too. But I wish I still had a copy of that VHS.
I know, me too.
Anyway, Le'Veon Bell. So one of my predictions was that Le'Veon Bell was going to score a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs, a rushing touchdown, because they haven't scored a rushing touchdown since week 1. But we're going to have to take that off because I have to do some type of research a little bit when I come up with these extreme predictions. Now, we all know about Aaron Rodgers, how he's going to be beating Tampa Bay by quite a bit, and then he's going to have a fake injury and go down, right?
It sounds like a conspiracy theory to me, Jay Foster.
So that's the one. That's the big one. That's the one to keep your eye on in the afternoon. When he goes down and says, I broke my George. Coach says, all right, got to go.
What's this George?
It's in a movie, Johnny Be Good. Watch it.
Oh, okay.
It's great.
Oh, God, you've tried to tell me that like 8 times.
The same one that goes through every week for an extreme prediction. Chicago wins. They're not favored to win. They're going into Carolina. Well coached, Teddy Two Glove. Don't close your eyes like you need to take a nap. It's an extreme take, T-Rex.
Extreme, all
right. It's like how he responds to my conspiracy theories.
I don't love them.
Atlanta.
Not all of them, no.
The Falcons are going into Minnesota.
I hate the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Hate them.
You and me both, sister.
Hate. But you know what's worse than the Falcons? Falcons fans.
Oh, why are you going to be mean to money like that?
Sorry, money, love you.
I don't have any problem with Falcons fans.
Oh, there's this one in particular that just stands out of my mind, and I can't stand this dude. So like, and
so maybe it's just that dude.
He got a Falcons tattoo, and that was it for me. It's over.
You broke up with him?
No, I never dated. Ew, I wouldn't have dated this guy.
How do you
my
know?
life depended on it.
Well, what if it did?
I would cease to exist.
That sucks.
Atlanta is going to win at Minnesota.
No, I don't like that.
Why you got to break Eddie's heart like that?
Why you got to break my heart like that? And yeah, why? I mean, you're not thinking of the people around you.
The next victim of the COVID coaching firing squad, the hot seat, the hot couch.
You're trying to get
the hot
Zimmer fired.
COVID
Eddie
couch.
likes this,
the black couch.
That's not a hot seat, it's a couch. Come join us because there's other coaches on the hot COVID couch. Come join us.
We're all
Mike Zimmer's there.
Welcome.
Mike Zimmer is going to get let go.
Wow.
He'll be the next coach fired in the COVID season of 2020.
You really believe this? All of this?
Yeah.
With all his heart.
I do have a fifth one. I'm back up to 5.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
Do you want the one written down or just came in my head?
The one in your head.
Monday morning, NFL announces bubbles for playoffs. Bubble cities.
They've been talking about it for a while.
No, people are writing about it, but right now the commissioner is just too autonomous, and even though he can make his own thing, and he answers to the owners, and the owners are like, no, we don't want to lose any ticket sales because some states have them, some states don't. He's going to say, yeah, we're serious, and here's our bubble cities. Monday morning, bubble cities, bubble sites it'll be the NFL is looking into possible bubble sites it's going to come from the commissioner, not just like some random dude writing something for clickbait. The NFL is going to do it. It'll be breaking news on the bottom line, but not the breaking news.
Not the, what is the?
The breaking news. The number one thing for talking heads on Monday morning after the week 6 of the NFL, the extreme prediction is Arizona Cardinals go into Dallas and win by a lot.
Did you hear about this, Troy?
Guess he's just trying to be hurtful today.
I think so.
Yeah.
Breaking hearts.
The extreme prediction on Monday morning is Andy Dalton's not the guy, but you know what? Who is?
Gooch.
It's not Nooch.
Oh.
There's a quarterback.
Oh, no.
Is it mine?
No.
Oh.
Out there. Who could play right now, some league people say. And his name is Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, God.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
You're going to make her mad.
It's not that I'm mad. You know I'm right.
I don't know anything.
You don't watch enough of these talking head shows. Listen to me. If they lose, which I'm not saying, well, I'm predicting they are. But if they lose by a lot, be prepared for your first takes, your get-ups, your, Skip Bayless.
The one thing I know that you don't know?
The one thing that, yes.
That you probably didn't realize. The Cardinals lost their elite pass rusher for the year on Thursday.
All right.
You're going to have a hard time getting to him now.
But he's got to keep up with the pace that the air raid zone offense is going to do to the Dallas defense.
Yeah, not worried about that air raid. He's no Danny Dimes.
210, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, Andy Dalton.
I say 375, 4 touchdowns, and Zeke runs for 2.
Your face said it all right there, Jay.
3, Andy Dalton's going to throw. Hold on. All right. Okay. How many times do you think he's thrown for 375 in his career?
A lot. Okay,
don't look at me.
Oh, I'll Google this. Siri, Google how many times Andy Dalton has thrown for 375 yards.
Don't let anyone know our secrets.
Oh.
You don't have to tell Siri to Google either. Like, that's just what she does.
Don't let people know that our entire show is based on asking Siri,
Hey, Siri,
for 25 minutes before
Google
we go to air.
how many times Andy Dalton has thrown for 375 yards.
We're saying Google. Just say, hey, Siri, how many times?
Our entire...
I found this on the web for how many times Andy Dalton the Storm for 375 yards. Check it out.
Check it out. Mine's an
All
Australian
I
dude.
want to do an entire show now of asking her questions.
Well, here we go, Jay.
She's sassy, man.
These are all over 300 yards, just so you know. That one. Let's see, his latest was the 8th of September in 2019. He threw for 418 yards against Seattle, at Seattle.
That doesn't... Don't do the at Seattle thing, because it doesn't...
Just saying, the following week, he threw for 311 against San Fran.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's...
And then about a month later, he threw for 329 at L.A.
But they're still not 375.
Well, and then he threw for 396 at Miami.
So he did it
did it twice last year.
Okay.
Just last year alone.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Against Miami, though. We threw that one out there.
I'm just saying.
Hmm.
I'll give you the close ones. There's a 352 against Carolina.
I don't trust Siri.
I'm just saying. Two
she just Googles for you. That's all she does.
back 366s in September of 2016. A 383 in 2015 against the Ravens. They had a good defense then. Yeah, there it is. You want to see how many times he's thrown for...
Jay Foster doesn't like it.
Well, he had a 5-touchdown game against the Jets, a 4-touchdown game against the Minnesota Vikings.
You said 375 and 4 touchdowns?
Yeah. We'll go for it. I love it. If you're going to make silly comments, so hold on.
If I'm going to make silly predictions, then you get to make silly predictions.
They say the world's it's full of silly love songs. I think about it and I say, is it so?
Well, I guess it all goes
Y'all are crazy.
upside down if Dallas wins this, but I'm telling you that we said this last Monday. It is the perfect storm for those talking heads in the morning to be able to talk about Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
And to bring up Colin Kaepernick. That's all it is. It's not like I want to see this happen or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's the perfect storm for them to be like, I mean, that is 6 to midnight for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like the writers are not even... The writers are... If this were to happen in the games in Monday night... So it's Tuesday morning. Sorry. I have to say Tuesday morning because it's a Monday night game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those guys don't... The writers for that show don't even go to sleep after that.
Kaepernick's name is clickbait. It's something that's going to trigger somebody. So they're going to mention him in every article now until the end of the season.
You're just figuring out how this works?
No, not at all.
But the left and the right both click the same thing?
It drives me nuts. I hate it. I hate the pandering. I hate the clickbait. I hate it all.
Tuesday. I have to make sure. Tuesday.
He loves it when he thinks something's going to come true.
I know.
Yeah, well,
it's
Tuesday
cute, though.
morning,
I mean, we all have that, too. I mean, I believed in the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus till I was 12. So
This
there
doesn't...
you go.
Whoa. There's still East Bunny Santa.
You don't
my
know
bad.
who's listening, by the way, so when you say that stuff. All right, so that's the night game, all right, it's 7:15. I'm trying to figure out, I've got softball. I'll be back to watch the second half of that game after coaching softball. So I will have my eyes on that. Arizona at Dallas. That's for certain. I'm just saying, that's just the crazy stuff that they'll do. And then, let's see, Monday we'll have Zimmer fired.
Is it Jay
In the bubble.
4 to Troy 2?
It is, yeah.
Yes.
If you're looking up there, for the people watching on Facebook Live, we have a screen behind me. But I'm actually on the picture-in-picture or whatever else. Look, don't see.
I'm so
You
sorry.
cozied up to him about the Dallas thing, and now you're turning around and you're
You're making fun of him. I let him win.
Upset him.
I let him get ahead because last year I came back with a vengeance and I took it all.
Yeah. You'll come back this year, too.
He knows.
Mm-hmm.
We all know who the alpha is in this room.
It's just mean.
It's me.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I just got a message in here. I think someone just basically saying what I'm saying, that the game is on Monday night, Monday night, not Sunday. So
yeah, we know. We're a professional sports show.
Yeah, he said. Jeff said Cards Cowboy game is Monday night. Hard for that to be a Monday morning headline. Yeah, Tuesday morning, exactly. So appreciate that. But I'm excited for that Monday night game. And
Jay's a professional.
He's a professional.
I know. I didn't have to ask Siri for it or anything like that. But hey.
Well, I just wanted to see.
There's my no. I think
sorry,
no,
I don't know how many times he's thrown for 375. Siri
it actually worked better than Pro Football Reference. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, probably.
I just don't. I mean, honestly, don't use Siri for anything.
I don't either. I go to DuckDuckGo because it's less biased and it doesn't have.
Hey Siri, what's my
filtered
name?
Information.
You're Troy Gutnecht, but you asked me to call you Daddy.
Did she say Troy Nutmeg?
No, she can't say Gutneck.
Let's ask mine. Hey Siri, what's my name?
I don't know who you are.
Mine's an Australian dude.
Hold on. Hey Siri, what's my name?
Oh,
she knows it. Yeah, thanks Siri.
Oh, mine doesn't know who I am. I like to keep it that way. You can't implement me in any crimes.
Siri calls me Daddy.
We have an arrangement. My phone cannot tattle on me.
Oh, your phone's tattling on you all the time. Your phone tell me how naughty you were.
Yeah.
Doesn't even know who I am. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Bomber, let's talk about tonight and tomorrow real quick, and then you can get going and go buy an outfit, do all that fun stuff.
I have to.
Tonight and yesterday, obviously, we had Mike on and Sean from Caged Aggression, but Bomber, you will be doing all the interviewing backstage, right?
I will be doing all of the fighter interviews for the pay-per-view channel, and as well as manning the online aspect of the pay-per-view. So all the listeners and viewers that are tuning in, they can ask me anything they want. And obviously I can't answer everybody's questions, but I can broadcast their questions live, and then we can have, Jens Pulver is going to be co-commenting with me, as well as Jeffrey Wilson.
Yep, Jeff Wilson.
So they can answer your questions or perhaps if I know the answer, I can answer it. But we'll be live streaming too as well. So just so many ways to interact with the public tonight.
So how does that work? Because that's all I really know is like our streaming Facebook and YouTube is a little bit different because yours is pay-per-view. Who are they writing to?
There will be links on the CagedAggressionTV.com. So they will be able to ask questions and it'll pop up just like the Facebook Live questions do, like on our feed.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to, I mean, if we can keep up with them and answer as many as we possibly can while pay-per-view is streaming. So it'll be pretty neat. I'm excited. I like to interact with the crowd rather than just,
Yeah, and like I said, we had Mike on yesterday for Cage Aggression. They had a good buy rate of fighters because the fighters, like, basically they try to sell the links and then they have their names. And I think he said like 32 out of 40 fighters had people buy because so that means there's people out there that want to watch.
Yeah.
And I know the River Center I think they're limited to 35% capacity.
It's still pretty busy. I mean, I would say so. It looks like Festival of Trees on a night where it's not super packed, but it's still busy. That's kind of the crowd that you get.
I was there last time. I was there on the Friday night and at the Saturday. I, again, thought you guys did a great job producing it, putting together all the segments, everything, and I was impressed with it. So
it was so much fun.
Yeah, and if you just get to walk around, I mean, that's really all I did. Walk around.
Yeah, and you do have to wear your mask to get into the building, but then once you're in the arena and at your seats or in your tables, you do not have to wear your mask.
They have two bars set up.
What if you're wearing a leather bustier? What do you got to wear?
That's it.
They have 2 bars set up and everything.
Yeah, there's bars. There, yeah, there are. There are 2 bars.
Yeah, service bars or whatever else.
Mm-hmm. It's a good time.
Yeah, they do a really good job. And the best part about it is it's in the Quad Cities. There's fighters coming from all over that might not be able to fight where they're at, and it brings a lot of attention into the Quad Cities as well. Jens Pulver, Pat Miletich calling it 2 UFC Hall of Famers. That's an incredible get to have as well.
Yeah, it's an honor to sit next to them.
Have your personality on there.
Yeah, I got one of those.
Is a big deal.
I don't know about that, but
yes, you do.
I do my best.
It's a big deal to have that as well, and I think it's great that we keep working on something that, at this point, 25 years ago, it was still a type of thing that you would be at. Help me out, T. Roy. Overtime. Up there on Brady.
I remember the name of that bar.
Halftime, and people would just kind of be talking about UFC, MMA, or they would tell everybody. There's a good story, and I'll tell it real quick. There's a good story. One of the first times we had Pat on in the old studio, and I said, "Do you know how many times I've met people that say that they know you, they've been trained by you? Because it was just one of those things. Like everyone loved said they were either fighter, they love MMA. It was just too much. But he's like, I have a good story for you.
Oh, that was a great story.
So he's at a tavern, but he's with his wife and another couple friends. So it's kind of like a double date. They're out or whatever. And one guy's had too much to drink, and he's kind of just jawing either at the ladies or doesn't matter.
I thought he bumped into Pat or something.
It was something like that. But
he bumped into Pat, but he started getting all.
It was already, it was building up. And as Pat was like, listen, this is, let's not do this. You don't want to do this. The guy was like, yeah, I do. Do you know who I am? And Pat's like, no. And he said, I'm Pat Miletich. And Pat pulled out his wallet and his ID and said, I think you're mistaken.
Oh, no!
Nothing happened after that. The guy tucked his tail between his legs and left the bar.
Identity theft is no joke.
It is no joke. But it's still a great story. When you have all that stuff, it's a great story when you're like, hey, do you know how many times I heard this? I've been trained by Pat, or I know Pat Miletich. He's like, I got a better one for you. And that is a great, because it really did happen quite a bit.
Wow. That's really almost depressing that people have to assume somebody else's identity to make themselves feel important.
I don't know. Yeah, to scare somebody. But it's actually the wrong area to do this in.
Yeah, we all know who he is. He's from here. Come on.
But like I said, I'm happy that they put this on, and Mike has done a great job, and thanks, Sean, to coming in as well. So hopefully I'll be able to see you tomorrow night, Bomber. We're going to have to take a break. Come back. We're going to have Tom Kakert from Hawkeye Report in here talking about the Hawkeyes, all kinds of good stuff as well. But it's time to get us ready for kickoff week. So we got that. Not yet. Not that. Not yet. But yeah, I mean, next week we are going to finally have Big Ten football. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'll memorize all the names of the teams, guys.
Good.
Just so that next time you quiz me, I'll get 100%.
Appalachian State.
Okay, that was too fast. I didn't even understand that.
All right. Quad Cities, the votes are in. You have spoken to our friends at Locals Love Us. So if you want to find out who won, go to localsloveus.com, click on Quad Cities, and there they are. All your favorites voted out in every single category that you can possibly imagine. And that's right, they're ranking all your favorites from first to worst on Locals Love Us. They are your guide to the best.
Like that! You like that! Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
From lines of credit in Chicagoland to equipment finance loans in the Quad Cities to better cash flow in Milwaukee, First Midwest Bank is committed to using our local knowledge and ideas to help our clients get their business momentum back. Visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
I've seen the worst things that can possibly happen. This isn't even close to that.
He's back on your radio. Greeny.
I have always felt basketball is a game where the team that has the best player wins. The Lakers would have the two best players.
Greeny, covering the top stories with the biggest names. Plus, breaking news.
Only in football do we wonder this aloud, and I just thought it was worth spelling out all of the ways in which Brady changed everything.
Greeny, weekdays at 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
The holidays are right around the corner. Don't stress out finding that perfect gift for that hard-to-buy someone on your list. Shop Premier Metal Art. They do custom engraving on items like tumblers, promotional items, and other custom gifts. They even do holiday decor and family namesakes. These multi-layered, full-color, powder-coated metal art items are a must-have this holiday season. Customize your man cave or purchase a gift for a sports fan, a first responder, or even a veteran. Order now online at qcpremier.com or on Facebook. Finish your holiday shopping today.
The biggest names in sports, coming to your mornings.
Bill Belichick, the six-time Super Bowl champion, is here.
Morning, Coach Bill B.
Great to hear your voice. Congratulations on the show here, and I know you're going to provide a lot of great insight for the fans and even the people in the league. Nobody knows what's going on more than you do.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Mornings on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Dutch Boy's new Platinum Plus paint with Stain Shield technology has the performance you expect from a luxury paint at a price you didn't. Platinum Plus is up to 50% more washable and stain resistant than a leading premium paint in satin sheen. Superiority ranges from 24 to 50% depending on sheen selected. Platinum Plus keeps your walls looking new longer. Menards and Dutch Boy paint have you covered. Go ahead, live your life.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Savings are a mail-in rebate. See store for details.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Le'Veon Bell was not out of work for long. The former All-Pro running back agreed to a one-year deal with the Chiefs Thursday, just 2 days after his release by the Jets. Bell must clear COVID protocols first and will not play in Kansas City's Monday night game against the Bills. Elsewhere, Patriots QB Cam Newton and corner Stephon Gilmore both returned to practice Thursday for the first time since testing positive for COVID. Newton had been out 13 days while Gilmore missed 9. Also back at practice, Bills All-Pro corner Tre'Davious White. He missed Tuesday's game against the Titans with a back injury. The Cowboys defense could soon get a boost. Linebacker Leighton Vander Esch practiced Thursday and is expected to play Monday against Arizona after being out since week 1 with a broken collarbone. In other injury news, Vikings running back Dalvin Cook missed his second straight practice Thursday with a groin injury, while Cleveland's Odell Beckham Jr. was out with an illness. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
For the ones working tirelessly to keep their coworkers safe. For the ones rising to new challenges. For the ones rebuilding stronger than before. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Free access to product specialists, safety recovery guides, and 24/7 support. It's part of our commitment to help you adapt and recover in these challenging times. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This fall, don't get left out in the cold when bidding on your favorite car with Arrowhead's online auto auction. Due to COVID-19 guidelines, we want everyone to stay safe and enjoy the excitement of a winning bid with a simple click of a button. Starting October 26th through November 14th, let your fingers do the bidding. For additional details, visit us at arrowheadyouth.org.
Bid early to get the car you want at an amazing price. Just head to arrowheadyouth.org.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport.
Welcome back, Quad Cities, to Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170. We are brought to you by our friends at Done Right, TV and Security Solutions, and Dish Network.
Yeah, here in the Hassle Castle. It's Friday, October 16th, 2020. Not a bad day. Better, I jogged outside today.
Rained a little bit today.
Yeah, but I forced through it. I want to remind everybody that Just Doors QC is a proud sponsor of Don't Hassle Us for Local, and just like the Quad Cities' only sports talk radio show, Just Doors QC is locally owned. It specializes in work for your doors, your trim, your baseboards, crown molding, and so much more. Whether you need to replace a front door or a closet door, Just Doors is the right call. Get a hold of Paul at 309-657-8541 to get started to help change your home into your dream home. Brings an air of professionalism to every opportunity he's offered, big and small, and treats your home as if it were his own. Check out their Facebook page for their before and after photos, and while you're there, don't forget to like and follow their page. That's Just Doors, 309-657-8541. T-Roy, do you got any big plans this weekend?
No, not at all, really.
Yeah? That's
just
a good thing,
relaxing around the house for the most part.
Yeah, I don't have any softball this week. That's a good thing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll watch some college football on Saturday.
A staycation, if you will.
I will try to get down to the fights on Saturday night. Not planning on going tonight. Sunday, some more football. Anything here and there that I can fill in, I will. But it's a nice feeling to have that we don't have to be anywhere right away, which is not usually the case for me. So, and just get out.
Uh-oh. And coming through the door, announcing his presence with authority. A little shake and a little cake. Tommy Caker, get in the house.
Finally.
Hi, bud.
Finally. The cake has come back to 217 Brady Street.
Yes, I have.
1227 Brady Street.
I'm here.
Yeah. How you been, bud?
I've been good. How about you guys?
Well,
all right.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll jump into, I want to get excited about what's going to happen next week.
Yeah.
I hope everything goes well.
It has been weird. I'm kind of middle ground on how things have gone so far. Because I saw something from Joel Klatt tweeted out, everything has gone wonderfully, and it's really been just a great success. And I'm like, had like 31 games have to be moved so far.
Yeah, that's...
Has it been terrible? No, I think it's kind of been middle ground. Kind of been what we thought might happen. I'm going to be curious to see if the Big Ten and the Pac-12 end up not having as many issues, because a lot of this is contact tracing that is knocking these games out. And when you do the antigen test, and you do that every day, and you follow it up if somebody has a positive test with the PCR test, it eliminates contact tracing. You just keep testing every day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say, well, this person got it, so all these guys who've been within 6 feet of them or are in their position group have to go into quarantine. No. It's just going to be if you test positive. So
that's going to limit what the Big Ten had for if you have 7 players on a team within a 10-day radius type of thing. Or
if you have 7 people out, it's because 7 people tested positive, not because one person tested positive and 4 of those other guys live in an apartment with that same guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though. Yeah. kind of eased on that, but it's like 7 within a 7-day period, though. So you really have to lock it. I don't. It's just been kind of weird. The Big Ten hasn't
and
given.
I know that people freaked out about the 21-day thing, but the 21 days, that was standard anyway, because you're down for 14 regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were ramping people back up athletically for 7 days because you've been dormant for 14.
Yeah.
So they weren't going to let guys go out anyway. So 21 just seems normal. Like that's the way it was explained to me by Dr. Andy Peterson, who is the team physician for the University of Iowa Athletics Department. So he's handling everybody. He's overseeing everything. And it's interesting, the basketball players, I checked in with Dr. Peterson this week because basketball practice started. And I said, because Fran had kind of indicated to us he thought maybe they would start the mandatory test daily, the daily antigen test, when practice started on the 14th. They did not. And they don't know when that's going to start. I would guess November sometime, maybe a week before the 25th when they start playing. So I think Iowa's going to have a game on the 25th of November when they can start up. And yeah, so I said, so are you going to have them practice with masks on? And he goes, when feasible is how he termed it. And then we saw the shots from practice that day, and they were running drills with masks on, and Fran had his face shield on. Face shield Fran is going to be the greatest thing that's ever come across America.
Red-faced shield Fran. So there's got to be a new Twitter. There's got to be a new Twitter.
I asked face shield Fran needs to be a new Twitter handle, doesn't it?
Yeah, red-faced shield Fran. Yeah.
I asked a former Iowa player who played under Fran. I said, "What is that face shield? What's the over/under on that face shield lasting a game?" And he goes, "It's not going to last a half, and they're going to need to clean it because they'll be spitting all over it, screaming."
Yeah,
that thing's going flying. That thing's going to go in the stands.
Well, that'd be a nice souvenir.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'd sign it. This is the man who destroyed a chair up at Michigan State.
Well, let's talk
chair shots.
Basketball right now, and then we'll get more into the football.
Yeah. By the way, did you see did you guys talk about the line for Iowa Purdue? The Bet AG.
No.
Line was this is funny. You'll enjoy this.
Okay.
This is right up your alley, Foster.
Yeah.
So, Elite Sports has had that line up.
Yeah.
For a while, it was 9.5, 8.5. Now it's down to 7.5. Well, it went down to 7.5 yesterday after BetAG put it out their line of Iowa minus 2.5.
Oh.
They put out all the Big Ten lines yesterday. BetAG did.
Okay.
And so I tweeted it out, and I took a screenshot of the Elite Sports, and it was 8.5. And then like an hour later, it was down to 7.5.
So
I'm moving lines. I'm moving lines, Foster.
Look, I love it.
I'm moving lines. That makes you very excited.
It does. It makes me excited.
Very influential in the sporting world.
I love that you're moving lines. That's great.
That's why he's on this show.
I know.
I can move lines.
Sure can. We are talking Tom Kakert from Hawkeye Report.
But I knew you would appreciate that.
I do.
So
appreciate
can Michael Irvin, but we're not talking.
Different kind of line, huh?
Yeah.
Those are white lines.
Yeah.
The basketball
not
team. The basketball
not on the
team.
Football field either.
The basketball team's looking good, preseason wise at least.
Yeah,
they've got a lot of accolades.
They're a top. They're a top 10 team for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Most, I think, would say top 5. I think most would say serious, significant contender for the Final Four. I wrote something about great expectations this year, looking back at some of since 2015 and some of their Ken Palm numbers. I focus mainly on adjusted offensive efficiency, which is points per possession. If you got 100 possessions, how many points would a team score against you? How many points would a team would you score? And they've always been really good on the adjusted offense. Last year, they were number 5 in the country, adjusted offensive efficiency. So they're really good in that area. The defense, not so good. But it was really good when last couple of years with Woodbury, Gazelle, and Clements there because they could guard. And Woodbury's tenure, they were always pretty much always top 100 to top 50, even better, like 30 and 34 the last 2 years in the country for defensive efficiency. So they were really good. Even though Woodbury's not what you would call a shot blocker, threatened guy, but just knew how to play defense. They were just better defensively with him. But then those years after that 1 year they were like 242 in the country in adjusted defensive efficiency, which is not good. Because there's like 353. So it was bad. It was like only Rutgers, I think, was worse defensively.
Yeah.
So it was really bad. But it's gotten better. And last year it was 97 when the season ended. So they've just got to get a little bit better. There's some Rob Doster wrote some stuff about it, just kind of diving into the numbers and teams that make Final Fours. You can't be in the 90s with defensive efficiency and win a national title. You just can't. You have to be, ideally you have to be top 30. But I think there's 1 year where might have been the Shabazz Napier year when UConn.
Okay.
They were like 50, something like that. But it was an anomaly.
Hey, Cakes, don't you consider yourself a professional wrestling aficionado?
A little bit.
So, Jay, where's that picture I got you? Let's see if you know this lady. I mean, this is something I found for Jay. Just, some friends do.
Rummage sale place.
Whatever.
Doodads. And he got me some old wrestling magazine and then a picture of this lady.
I don't know who she is.
I didn't know who she
Look at her shoes, though.
Yeah, the old school ponies.
Yeah, and then I got him this really cool magazine, too.
Yeah, I don't see Caker will spend
Misty
time
Dawn?
from 1980.
Oh, who's on the cover?
It's
Is
Bruno
it
San
Mad Dog
Martino?
Machine? Mad Dog Vachon on there?
I think it's Mad Dog or Bugsy McGraw, but it's Bruno San Martino though too. So
okay,
yeah, we went through it and took a look at some of the things that are around here in 1980. It's interesting what magazines used to be like and the things that used to sell.
King Kong Bundy in there?
No, not yet.
I don't think he was around yet.
How about Bruiser Brody?
No, he was still probably in Japan doing whatever else before he got stabbed.
Before he died?
Yeah, that was like in
Got
Puerto
killed.
Rico, though, or something. Yeah, in the shower. So last week, I know it kind of got leaked, and we didn't follow up on it, and I don't know. Is the Gonzaga thing on?
Yeah.
It is, okay.
December 19th. Iowa has not, it's not been officially announced, but
that's what I was waiting on. Yeah.
I have a source up there.
Do you? Okay,
one of my friends works for that thing, so
yeah.
I yelled at him because he didn't tell me that it was happening, and I had to read it with like John Rothstein or Matt Norlander or somebody broke it, and I was like, how about a little help for your friend here who takes you places and does things for you? How about a help for your boy?
So you got another Jay? Guy that you take around, show him things?
Oh, no, stop. No, because when it was coming out, I was like, this seems pretty legit. I was like, this is a bad kept secret then, because I was like, this is going to happen. So that's going to be a good game. That's going to be in South Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Same day that I will be playing Ohio State in
the Big Ten Championship. I love it. Good segue to football.
Yes.
How are things going? What are we looking at? Like, it's got to be completely different than what you're used to. Did they have? I saw that they were having some virtual media day. Has that happened yet?
Yeah. So we had a virtual media day last week with the so that one day it was like Fran at 1, and then from 3 to 5 we had defensive players, had like 10 or 11 defensive players, and then the next day we had offensive guys for a couple hours, and then we had in person all the assistants except for Ken O'Keefe.
Okay.
So we visited with and Kirk. So, but that's the last time we're going to see those guys. We're not going to have another in person the rest of the year.
You were in person. You went up to Iowa City.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
With the assistants, but the player stuff was over Zoom.
Okay.
We're not going to see a player this year. Rest of this year.
And have they said how that's going to work, like afterwards? Like, but on Zoom, are you going to have them now?
Zoom.
Yeah. So
it'll be everything post.
Tom, have they named the official strength and conditioning coach yet, or is it still interim?
No, it's still interim. It's still Ray Braithwaite. Ray was
Second.
available to us.
He was?
Yeah. And you know what he said, which was interesting?
Okay. I
text our friend, former Bettendorf player, after this. Ray said in his opening statement, I never heard Chris Dola say anything racist, and I've known him for 15 years. I worked with him for 15 years. Never heard him say anything slightly racist at all.
Wow. That's an interesting start.
Worked with him every day. 15 years. Known him since 2002. Was 3 years he was away. So maybe in the 3 years he was away.
Weren't they at each other's house the night that it all...
Yep. I think they were over at Chris's house.
I'm just now looking up the Purdue line that you moved. It's now fired up. Just took a little bit, so proud of you for that. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
So, what are they letting you know as far as two deeps? Is there anything out there? Anyone performing that we didn't see coming? In names that we should be looking at this year?
So they gave us a media guide the other day, and it had two deeps in it, and they were from like late July. You know, it's the media guide was done kind of then, and I don't think it's not like a top priority to go. The only people who care about that stuff are people like me. So, so Brian Ferentz was up there, and I asked him about the offensive line, and I said, how accurate is this two deep that's in the media guide? Yeah, that's the old one. That's last year's.
I know. Wait, don't downplay that I have the media guide though.
We didn't get invited this year.
Yeah. I think
So I asked him that, and he goes, you're gonna have to. I haven't seen it. He had no idea.
Yeah.
So I said, well, there's a lot of consternation about the offensive line in there, and I go, so just tell me if you had a game tomorrow, who would start? And it was very different. I mean, it was, I think two of them were accurate.
Yeah.
Tyler Linderbaum's going to start at center, and Alaric Jackson's going to start at left tackle. He said Coy Cronk will start at right tackle, and then at the guard positions, it's Cole Banwart, Kyler Schott, Mark Kallenberger, Justin Britt, Cody Ince, bunch of guys. So he said there's guys still battling it out. I'm guessing Kallenberger's probably the backup at right tackle or left tackle. Doesn't matter. I'm sure he's the number one guy that would go in if either of those guys were out. And the other guy that I asked Brandon Smith when we were talking to them about, guys who've maybe kind of shown a little bit in practice. And they mentioned a guy that nobody's talking about, Charlie Jones.
Okay.
Charlie Jones is a walk-on. He's transferred from Buffalo, sat out last year, and now he's turning heads. And they said he was running with the ones.
Wow.
Getting some reps with the ones.
I love it.
He's a little guy. Yeah. He's a little guy, too.
Okay.
A little guy.
And how's it's just got to be something different. I mean, any reports that you're hearing about the quarterback?
Yeah, that's
Spencer.
the big question. The other thing on defense, which is interesting, is Dane Belton's kind of listed in two positions. So my two things with the defense, Iowa defense, I would say the defensive line, who's going to be generating pass rush? Because Chauncey Golson and Davion Nixon are the only guys that have really had sacks over one.
Yeah.
And neither of them have had double figures. I mean, the last couple of years, you've had Epinesa, who has, double figures. Anthony Nelson before that, double figures.
Don't you think Golson's going to really shine now that he's going to be,
he played a lot last year, and he only got 3.5 sacks. I just don't see, I hope he does. I just don't see how you make that jump from 3.5 to 10 when you're going to have appreciably the same number of snaps and more attention towards you this year. But I hope he does. I think Davion Nixon has a chance, but it's hard to get double-figure sacks out of a guy who's on the interior of the line. Maybe they move him outside. Joe Evans, got to watch. He came in. He was a situational pass rush guy last year, undersized, but Phil Parker said he could play 3 downs. high on Logan Lee, but I don't know if Logan's going to be a big sack guy, but I think Logan's going to be a terrific football player as a defensive end. I just don't know where those...
Any chance he's ever going to play tight end? Logan.
Logan? No. He's a defensive lineman.
So no tight end talk anymore for that kid?
None.
Wow.
None. They're good. They're good at tight end. They're good. They got Samuel
Logan
Porta.
was really good at tight end. That's why I asked.
I know, but he's got more upside at the end.
Okay.
He does. Dane Belton, what they do with him, because last year they played him at the cash, second half of the year, the cash position, which is essentially the outside linebacker spot. The one that Amani Hooker played second half of his junior year and ended up getting the NFL because of it. Yep. So Belton, but they've also got Belton listed as first team strong safety. So I think it's really hard to think about him doing both in the same game, like floating between the two. I think that's a big ask. I think you probably want to settle him down somewhere. Now, some of it will be situational, like Wisconsin. You'd probably play 3 linebackers because they're going to run the ball, and you could just move them back to strong safety. But Phil seemed pretty high on Julius Brents and what he was doing at corner. So he said if they moved Belton to strong safety, they could move Riley Moss from one of the corner positions to cash, and then you play Julius Brents and Matt Hankins at the corners, which seems feasible. And I just had a sneaky feeling that's what they're going to end up doing, just the way Phil was talking. Now, unless Brents kind of tails off, but he was pretty high on what Brents was doing. If not, it'll be Kayvon Merriweather probably at strong safety with Belton at cash, and probably Moss and Hankins at.
Feels weird to talk about it, but I'm excited. I just hope we can get him all in.
I think there's a really good chance the Big Ten does not have the significant issues. You're going to have some people missing, but I just don't think you're going to have those large swaths. Like Vanderbilt just couldn't field 53 guys this week because they had so many people out with COVID.
Yeah, but it depends on how each school handles it. That's
how
all.
about dopey Dan Mullen this week?
That it was. I mean,
he asked for it, didn't he?
Yes.
Dopey Dan Mullen.
I mean, he goes straight from like the loss, blaming it on the fans, saying that
we need 90,000 at the Swamp.
Tells the president of Florida, you got to fill it up, and the president's like, we're not doing that. Like, we're going to stick to the procedures.
You know what? The COVID God's going to do? He's going to come at you and get 19 of your kids sick.
He sure did. Yeah, it's now the
Don't tempt the COVID God. That's the question.
The other thing is this.
Here.
What about Illinois? Like I guess I'm not wasting a lot of time trying to read into what the governor. But when the governor shut everything down, and he gave different levels of what you could do, that would include the University of Illinois.
Yeah.
So how are they playing now? He just decided that hey, you guys have an exemption, but
I think because they're doing daily testing.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. It's just they're doing the daily testing.
All right. And before we go to break.
By the way, Iowa has outscored Illinois 91-0 in the last 2 trips to Champaign.
I tried to tell Huggy that. He didn't want to listen.
December 5th will be that game. Before we go to break, what's the word on the press box for you?
I think we're going to find out today.
Uh-oh. That makes me nervous.
You didn't get any?
I feel like I got cut.
Yeah, I think you got cut too.
Hey, come on. That's wishful thinking. Yeah. I got my stuff in, but I feel like I'm not going to make the cut. And that's okay. I understand that. I wonder if it helps I say I already had it. I mean, I saw the president say, like, hey, you can shake hands with me, Dan Gable. I'm immune. I've already had it. Did you hear him say that to Gable when he was presenting him with the Medal of Freedom?
Who?
The president, Trump.
You said that to Gable?
Yeah. Dan came up and he kind of gave him a elbow. And he was like, yeah, you can shake hands with me. I'm immune. I've already had it. It's too much.
Great.
Yeah, it was. Maybe I could find the opening clip of that. But we need to take a break here at ESPN 1170 AM. We'll be right back with Tom Kakert from Hawkeye Report.
Yeah, you like that? Give me a hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
This is Rachel Alger with St. Ambrose University, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Limitless Male Medical is now open in Duck Creek Plaza in Bettendorf. Our physicians, PAs, and RNs have helped thousands of men get their life back. Do you suffer lack of motivation, loss of muscle mass, increased body fat, low libido, depression, and just have nothing left in the tank? Get checked for low testosterone. Feel at ease to discuss your low testosterone or ED with the men's health experts. Schedule online at limitlessmale.com. Insurance accepted.
Matthew.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I just need you to listen to me.
I know that a lot of times, Mom, it might not seem like I'm listening to you, but I am. I hear you. And what you say really does matter to me.
I mean, let's be honest. No kid likes rules, but I get why we have them. I hear you, and I know it's because you care.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thanks, Mom, for never giving up and always being my biggest fan.
Thank you for letting me know what you expect, so I can try to meet your expectations.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
From lines of credit in Chicagoland to equipment finance loans in the Quad Cities to better cash flow in Milwaukee, First Midwest Bank is committed to using our local knowledge and ideas to help our clients get their business momentum back. Visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. You have plans, we have ideas. First Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the Iowa Army National Guard. Aired by the Iowa Broadcasters Association and this station.
Play your game with the first bet risk-free. Up to $500. Only at Elite Sportsbook. Just sign up for a new Elite Sportsbook account and make your first bet online. If it is graded as a loss, we will match it with a free bet up to $500. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for a list of casino locations and sign up today. You will always be in the game with Elite Sportsbook. For a limited time only. Must be 21. Visit EliteSportsbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
At Casey's, we're here for our community, here for neighbors and friends, for supporting one another, and for making every day a little brighter. Make your day a little brighter with delicious pizza from Casey's, made just the way you like it, with fresh ingredients and baked right in our store. Now at Casey's, buy one large pizza, get one half off when you use code BOGO. That's promo code BOGO. Casey's, here for easy dinner, here for good. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Your home for the NFL. This is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
We are back with everybody's favorite Hawkeye expert in the entire world, Tom Kaker.
Hey, by the way, shout out to my guys, Mark Morehouse and Scott Docterman. Today is their last episode of the On Iowa Pod. So
why is that?
I didn't ask you off the air, and I probably should have. Since you give the shout out, why is that?
Mark's leaving the Gazette.
Okay.
Where's Morehouse going? He's been there a long time.
He's gonna. He's moving on.
Okay.
His choice, his
Okay.
decision. He's going to cover the Purdue game, and that's going to be it. So, I love House.
Does he see something?
One more
does he
extra
see
seat in the
something
press
coming?
box.
He sees something coming.
Hey, one more extra seat in the press box, right?
No,
no. They're still gonna,
Foster, just trying to make room for yourself.
I'm kidding. No, I like Morehouse, and I don't know.
House is one of the best dudes you'll ever find. He is grade A, solid guy, and so is Doc. They're both good people. Even though T-Roy yells at Doc.
Nah,
you
all
fix
good.
that.
Yeah,
Me and Doc are tight now, dude.
I fixed that.
Have him back on. We should have him on. I'm sure he's gonna be busy next week, but we'll ask him at some point to come on.
I'll see if you guys want. I can get my friend Tom Dienhart, who covers Purdue.
Oh, that'd be cool.
To come on.
Yeah, because don't you guys usually do that? You get a hold of somebody and you do like
so
behind enemy lines.
I'm doing a thing, doing one of their things on Sunday night, I think, on Zoom. So, I'll see if he. Tom's a good dude, great friend of mine for many years. Going back to when he was working at he was like the national guy for sporting news for many years, and worked for the Big Ten Network for many years. So,
Doctorman's the reason I'm back on Twitter.
Oh. Are you still tweeting?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but I'm about ready to be done with it. As soon as the election's over, I'm
politics,
done.
Why?
It's just, it's really, it's unenjoyable. It's almost like maybe I'm just going to like unfollow or mute people or something. Can you do
Where's
that?
Leah at today?
She just left right before you.
Should she leave because she doesn't like me
No,
anymore?
she's got to get ready for the caged aggression fights down.
She's putting on a leather bustier, dude.
Yeah,
Is she a cage girl?
She's
she's like a ring interviewer. Like she interviews people before they go in.
Oh,
and after
she's not like one of those ring card girls walking around a slinky
she's
outfit.
too hot for that.
Yeah, she's a.
And she brings she has the chops to be on the camera as well and talking the mic. So
yeah, so she does that for them, and then during the fights, they have a link that people can ask questions to Jens Pulver and Jeff Wilson, and tomorrow night Pat Miletich will call, and she just gets the ones that are relevant. She'll, as the fight's going through, she'll kind of ask him some questions and everything. So she just fills in some time.
She didn't want to be on here. She knows your political affiliations. She's very worried about you, Tom.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
I'm totally kidding.
She always says she likes me.
She likes.
No, she loves you.
All right,
dude. If anybody comes on here and doesn't love you, they're gonna have to talk to me.
They got.
All right, screw them.
Did she ever hook up with Turk Wendell?
I think so.
I don't think there's been a follow up to that.
Damn.
Yeah.
If he lived in the Quad Cities, that might have been a thing.
And by the way, this is only an endorsement for Dan Gable. Do not read this as we are endorsing anybody or whatever else. But
everybody just relax.
Jim Jordan is a great wrestler, a great NCAA champion, and a lot of people don't know that. But Jim's from Ohio. But he says the greatest of them all is a guy named Dan Gable. You ever hear of Dan Gable?
And they're in Des Moines for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Des Moines Airport.
And listen to this. I mean, I have to tell you. Is Dan here? I hope he's here. Come here, Dan. Come on.
This is where he tells him he's
immune. Look at this. You mean I can't take this guy in a fight? Can you believe it? Huh?
No, you can't.
No. Dan would whip your ass.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, I'm immune and I can't give it to you, so that's good. We love you. But I met Dan a few years ago, and I looked at him and I said, how come he's 181-1? Think of it. He won 181. People don't know, like, that's like crazy. 181.
He's talking to people in Iowa. Anyway, he's telling people in Iowa, and I know he's talking.
There's probably people in Iowa that don't know that.
Don't know.
Yeah. The funny thing is, there's people that don't know who Dan Gable is in Iowa. Jay.
There's what?
Yeah, they don't live in Waterloo, but there's people in Iowa that don't know who Gable is. Seriously, that's what's sad.
So, you want a Jim Jordan fun fact?
Sure.
His son-in-law is Jared Uthoff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Jared married Jim's daughter. They met at Wisconsin.
Okay.
When she was a golfer. I think she was a golfer at Wisconsin.
But he was at Iowa.
Yeah, but Jared was at Wisconsin originally.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they transferred. My bad.
Yeah. So there's your fun fact.
I'm sorry. I assumed that she was a cheerleader. I thought she was a cheerleader on the side, and that's how they met.
Nope.
Nope. That's
like,
not
hey,
it at all.
you're pretty good at dunking on my team.
I got all kinds of fun facts.
Those are fun facts. No, when you're going back to the Gable thing, there was someone on there that was, you know how Twitter, just like T-Ray said, Twitter can just be like a toxic.
Twitter is not real life. Folks.
Someone's saying like this is the worst thing Gable's ever done by accepting this, and it's like, and then one person said it's not that big of a deal. He's not that important. He's like, I live in Iowa. He's not that important to Iowans. Which, okay,
wow.
He's on the Mount Rushmore.
Do I think Gable is going to change one person's vote in this election? No.
I don't think anyone can change anyone's vote right now.
Dan almost ran for governor in 2002.
Really?
Yeah. He toyed with the idea of running for governor. He's a Republican.
Yeah.
He would naturally be up there. That's a stage he's very comfortable being on.
You know, it's just the fact that people.
I'm happy, I'm
Tom,
totally
too many people.
Happy that Dan. If there's anybody in the country that, wrestling wise, that deserves that, it is Dan Gable.
Absolutely.
It
doesn't matter who the president is. If you're getting an award, if that was Obama handing out the award, great. I don't give a crap who it is.
He deserves it. 100% deserves it. He's a great American hero.
Yeah. Period. Yeah, he killed the Russians.
Yeah.
The sorry-ass communist Russians. He kicked the crap out of those dirty commie bastards. I hate commies. There's a difference between commies and Democrats.
You know what else I hate? Illinois Nazis.
I hate Illinois Nazis, too. I'm with you, Tommy.
Is that a thing?
I hate Illinois Nazis.
Don't you remember that from Blues Brothers?
Yeah.
Illinois Nazis are the worst.
Yeah, what's the problem up there? The Illinois Nazis got their.
Well, and I love it too. The guy that's the head of the Illinois Nazis. Later on, he's the father in Wedding Crashers.
Yes,
that's the same dude.
Well, we had him on the show.
That was in confidence.
Before the COVID, we had him on the show, and that really is a big deal. Like what the communists were like then, because
give me a little bit of the sacrament.
When we
you remember that?
Yeah.
When we talked to him and said like, how did you prepare for knowing that the Russians were preparing for you?
Yes, you remember what he said?
He said prepare for him. I said, yeah. He said, I've been preparing for him my whole life in my basement wrestling, and I was like, that is incredible.
As a kid, he grew up wanting to beat the Russians in the Olympics.
I told you guys the Gable Jordan story, didn't I?
Yeah. Tell it again, though.
Yeah, I interviewed him. It was right after he got done coaching, and he was like pitching some copier company, and I got invited to come over, and I'm like, all right, Dan, let's do an interview here. And he's like, and I go, have you ever seen anybody, guys that have the same kind of drive that you? He goes, I've just kind of been watching this. You know this Michael Jordan guy? And this is like 97, 98?
Yeah, this is like right after the Cedar Falls year that they won it in Cedar Falls. That
he's like,
team,
I've been watching this Michael Jordan guy. Never seen him before. It's like he just discovered Michael Jordan.
He's got 13 years in the league, if not more at the time.
Just dominant.
He kind of has that same drive that I do. I see a lot of him in me. And I'm like, no, really? Really, Dan?
But the funny thing was, he was
totally serious.
He was so into wrestling. Think about it. When Jordan was at his height, so was Dan in the coaching realm.
It's the single-mindedness.
You think he had time to watch basketball or care about the NBA?
It's the single-mindedness that Dan. It speaks to it. That how driven he was, how focused he was.
No, to me, just hearing stories from him, it just
he's the best.
Makes me beam with pride to know that he's from where we're from, and like that dude walked the grounds that we walked. It's awesome, and to have him here when he's been in here, it's just been great. So I mean,
he's a great guy,
absolutely.
And by the way, the big decision. Speaking of wrestling, the big decision this week, the NCAA granting the extra year, and Spencer Lee told my good friend Chad Leistico that he is definitely coming back to try and get 4 titles.
That is big news. That's not even something when we talked about it just the other day.
It's incredible news.
I remember Jay talking about that when this whole thing got
because
he got robbed last year of winning a national title. So Spencer's coming back now. We'll find out. Will Alex Marinelli? Will Chemdog come back? Austin DeSantos? Will all those? Because all those guys are probably going to stick around Iowa City and train at the Hawkeye Wrestling Club anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Why
it's not like they got anywhere to go pro, right? That's the thing.
Unless you're going down to the performance center.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Did you watch the Smack Off draft or SmackDown draft?
SmackDown, we did.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The Raw SmackDown draft.
Jay's not watching anymore.
He's
Jay's out.
Yeah.
Are you still out?
Yeah, I watched a pay-per-view not too long ago.
The women's tag team
Not
champions
nine-
are going
nine
to Raw,
champions.
Jay, just so you know.
Okay, how do you know this?
Watched it last night. I was very intrigued by it. I didn't know a
I
single
can't
name.
believe you bailed out on wrestling.
I know.
It's not the same without the fans. I mean, I don't know what to do.
Do you like the Thunderdome? Have you
It's all right.
peeked in
Like,
on the Thunderdome?
it's. I mean, honestly, I just maybe
Two
it's-
men into one man
You don't
lead?
like the Roman Reigns storyline?
Again, I haven't. I think
Wow.
it's Friday nights. I mean, Monday nights. I've spent coaching
He's watching a
softball
lot
for
of Big
5-6
Brother.
weeks. So I do watch, and Big Brother switched over, so I have to watch that 3 days a week.
You're watching Big.
What are you talking about? I've been watching Big Brother for 20 years, since 2001.
He got me hooked on this, right?
my God.
And now
And-
that
Are
I'm
you
rooting for
watching
this
The
girl named
Bachelorette,
Christmas.
too?
I
Yeah,
have
he
not
will.
watched it yet. I will though.
Tom,
haven't watched
I'm rooting
it.
for this
I'll
girl
watch
named
it.
Christmas, and Jay keeps making fun of me, but Christmas is hot.
No, she's not.
HOTT hot.
I'm telling you, if you want something to watch, if you have Apple Plus, Ted Lasso is what to watch.
Oh, the soccer thing?
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, but other than that, like I don't know. You just got
I'm-
done with The Boys on
The Boys,
Amazon.
season 2. The Boys is very good. Seth Rogen's one of the producers in that.
I had to choke through the morning show
That's
on Apple
pretty good.
Plus.
I don't have Apple Plus.
No, I don't know really what to watch on Netflix anymore.
Did you watch Cobra Kai?
I did.
Not good. I haven't
It's
watched
good.
it yet.
First season I thought
What
was
did
really
I
good.
What did I tell you?
Second
I watched?
season's
Oh,
good.
my wife made me watch. Jesus, Tom, don't do this. I had to watch Married at First Sight.
Oh, is that like Love Is Blind?
Yes, probably.
Sort of, yeah,
Sounds
sort
like
of,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Love Is
basically-
Blind was interesting.
Well, they make these people get married.
I like Love Is Blind better.
Yeah, they basically
They pick out your bride or your groom, and they go, "Here you go,
No
have at
thanks.
it." Oh, it was the worst.
I like
thing.
Love Is Blind actually better than
I
that
felt
one.
so bad for this girl. They had this one
I
girl.
can't
They
believe
picked her
this.
out.
What I
She was a
admit to.
bona fide 27-year-old virgin.
What I admit to watching, I can't believe this. Yeah,
I know.
The Circle.
How
was great.
far will the Bettendorf Bulldogs go in the state
We're
playoffs?
we're going to cover the Muscatine game. We'll streamline that a week from tonight. Then more than likely their pod is going to stay in Pleasant Valley unless like North does something with Prairie and the state is like, listen, we're going to do it this way. North and Bettendorf can go together. Prairie can go up to Dubuque. But other than that, that's what you need to keep your eye on is the Davenport North Prairie game. Muscatine.
It's a tricky spot.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
That was not a blowout.
No,
first time
no.
around from what I was
So
told.
this is not by any means.
Do they have a
automatic.
one-armed quarterback though?
No, they don't. He's still down in Washington. He has not transferred.
What?
But that was the Washington team in 3A. Yeah.
They have a one-armed quarterback.
Yeah, he's good.
I didn't know
He's really
that.
good.
Yeah, and so we'll streamline that game next week.
Jim Abbott?
I think Pleasant Valley is very good. So I don't know if they've got the I don't think they've made the necessary
Everybody's
adjustments.
playing for second place in the state. I saw Southeast Polk.
Yeah, Southeast Polk. Yeah, is very good. So
what's up with Bettendorf, Jay? How come they're so down this year?
They just right now lack that one explosive playmaker, the one guy that they know they could go to in time of needs. Their kicking game is not very good. Their front seven and defense is decent, but they got really exposed when it came to the option by Pleasant Valley. Linda Mark rushed for an incredible amount of yards against
Well, let
them.
me ask you a tough question then.
Yep.
Does it have anything to do with some of the subtractions when it comes to staff?
It has a lot to do with subtractions when it comes to staff because that is a direct result of what's going on in the weight room. That is 100%.
That's the question.
That is 100% a fact.
Who took over?
I don't believe there's anyone there anymore.
So it's all willy.
I can't. Someone could sit right in and be like, "No,
There's
it's this
nobody in
person."
there holding the kids accountable.
There has not been anyone really holding them accountable since March. No. So
And I'll throw that up to Tom when they start talking about Hawkeye football. Tom, without Doyle,
It's one of the mysteries that we'll have to see. Did you guys see Alaric Jackson as a vegan?
No, I didn't see that.
He's 6'6", and he was 320.
Yeah, so he
320
330
last year. And when he popped up on his Zoom thing, he looked different. He still claimed he was 320, but he was not 320 because on Instagram he said he was 305. He looks different.
Oh wow,
good or bad?
I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't think that it would have been allowed if him to become vegan if Chris Doyle was around. I asked Ray Braithwaite about it, and he said because Alaric's didn't really want to talk about it, but he said he consulted with Ray about how to do it, and so they came up with a game plan, and Ray was fine with it. But it's not like they could really tell the kid, yeah, you can't be a vegan.
No.
Can't eat tofu.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in, Cakes. We'll set up a time next week to talk. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities.
Davenport.